home builder in Baltimore County closed up shop without completing some customers' homes.
Well, this has left retirees and families struggling to finish the work on their very own while they're fighting to get back their deposits. WMAR 2 News' Mallory Safaste knows and shows us what these builders are up against and how they've been able to get away with this, because if it matters to you, it's a matter for Mallory.
This company built homes for celebrities and won awards. Now they're accused of stealing deposits and not paying subcontractors. Homeowners have struggled to find a way to get their money back, and they're not alone. This has happened with a different builder a few months ago, just up the road.
We've lost about, I don't want to put an exact figure, but it's multiple hundreds of thousands of dollars.
A house shouldn't be a gamble. There's a contract, references, licenses, and lenders. Zander Homes leaped over those hurdles with their beautifully displayed homes and stellar reputation.
He grew really, really fast. He had a good reputation in the area.
By the time Alex Trackman got to Caitlin Hicks's home, the facade was still in place. Behind the scenes, the company began to crumble.
Things were getting very expensive. He kept giving us upcharges and whatnot, which were beyond our original fixed contract. And we knew there was a problem in about October of last year.
In January, Trackman closed his doors. In a letter to the Maryland office of the Attorney General, he wrote, "I borrowed where I could just to keep things going." That eventually led to the inability to pay the debt. Unfortunately, I was not able to convince any investor or partner to join us, and I was tapped out. Vendors, subcontractors weren't paid, and homeowners like Hicks were left with the fallout.
Windows are in. It's one of our biggest liens. So we have about 6 liens against us, equaling about $200,000 for things that have been paid out of the bank, but were never paid from Zander to the subcontractors.
Hicks, who should have been moving in this month, had to find a new builder, pushing back the move-in date to December.
We're pregnant. We're due in September. We thought we were going to be in our new house for our new baby and our new family, and now we're going to be living in our little condo with the baby and then trying to move, and it's just, the whole thing is just a mess.
Her family is among at least 8 others in a similar situation, and it wasn't for lack of research.
It's not a matter of not knowing better. It's a matter of sort of falling prey to a really good salesman who developed a really good product at the beginning and then sort of falling victim to his too quick growth.
It's something the suitors can relate to.
After interviewing many contractors, we decided to go with Quarry Holmes.
They hired Corey Smith of Quarry Homes to build their Harford County house in 2016. He took longer than expected, then hit them with an unexpected bill.
He slid across the table a invoice for an additional $84,000 worth of work that was bid on and completed under the terms of our agreement. I told him that it was bogus. He fought me on it.
Then he filed a lien against the suitor's property.
It was devastating. This was supposed to be the house of our dreams, and it just has turned into a very stressful situation.
Smith went out of business, sold his home, and moved out of state, leaving other families with homes still in the framing process, and again battling liens from unpaid subcontractors.
So this was just one of the many things that we've had to put off.
The suitors may be considered the lucky ones. After having a lien on their home for over a year, they finally went to arbitration in January, where a judge awarded them $500,000 to cover defects, legal fees, and other court costs. Despite the ruling, they haven't seen a penny from Quarry Holmes.
Whether we'll ever obtain the award that we received through the arbitration process, I don't know.
They're hoping to get something from the Maryland Home Builder Guarantee Fund, a safety blanket of sorts that offers minimal protections, up to $50,000 per consumer, $300,000 max per builder, a mere dent in what victims of Quarry and Zander Homes would need to dig themselves out of this financial hole.
There is a problem between contractors, subcontractors, and homeowners that does exist. And I believe we have to get to the bottom of it so that we protect all 3 entities.
Delegate Teresa Riley put forth a bill this past session that would have suspended a contractor's license if they fail to pay subcontractors.
The customer's paying for the job, the employer's getting paid, but then he's not paying his employees. In any other situation, that doesn't happen.
The bill was defeated because of the impact it could have on other projects. She's since discovered the situation is more complex, but she's committed to finding an answer.
What the answer is yet, I do not know, but I certainly hope, through from today's date until we get back in session next year, that we can come up with some kind of solution.
That could maybe help future families, but for the Hicks
I'm surprised we're still married. It's very stressful.
and the suitors,
I've been dealing with Quarry alone for 3 years now.
they've run out of options.
It's not finished, it's not settled, we're not relaxed.
This is our dream home, and unfortunately, it's become a bit of a nightmare.
While some money from the fund is better than nothing, these families will have to wait. The reimbursement process can take a year or two. The Harford County Sheriff's Office has been investigating Quarry Holmes for the last 6 months and says it's still ongoing. Despite multiple efforts to try and reach Corey Smith and Alex Trackman, including visiting their homes, we still have not heard back from either.
All right, if you have a matter for Mallory, she wants to hear from you. You can email her at mallory@wmar.com.